Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for the Greyville Polytrack meeting, Wednesday, the 29th of September. And a most interesting meeting we've got here, but very ordinary racing and very competitive. Hard to find winners here. Race 1 is off at 12:05. It's cold and miserable, and we think that rain will play a part, and therefore the track will probably run from the front. So that's interesting and information you've got to be able to use. As I said, race 1, 12:05, 1200 meter maiden plate, fillies and mares. Well, the horse has drawn worst, one bite at a time. Its best run was over this course and distance with Kennedy aboarded. Now gets Marcus, got to have a big chance here. And certainly will probably go to the front, one bite at a time. I thought Ladies' Day ran a pretty good first race. DeMello gets aboard this, number 2. For the Daryl Moore outfit, but she was unfancied in the betting, so let's see if she can improve. Black Peppercorn, probably the right horse in the race. Warren Kennedy's on it, and for the Dennis Bosch operation, and they're in pretty good form. Didn't run badly first time. Look for big improvement from this. Of the rest of them, Cool Comfort improved last run. Royal Oasis, top of the speed rating and got a chance, shows pace. And then Perfect Appeal also got some sort of chance. So quite tricky, the first race, but look, it should be a 3-horse contest. Race 2, maiden plate fillies and mares. They got 1200 meters. And here, I think Queen Mercury is probably the right horse, but second run after arrest, as I said to you, this stops him. As you saw yesterday, Mike de Kock's hot favorite in the 4th race, got beaten by the horse that had had a couple of runs. So second run after arrest is another classic second run after arrest thing, but Dylan rode it last time, and it's beautifully bred by Silvana out of Captain Almere. Might be just better than average, and this is an average field. Miss Quince, look for big improvement from this one, and I think will go well. Shield Maiden looks absolutely ready and got to be one of the top 3. The rest of them, only Regina's Angel and maybe Queen's Navy improvers. Race 3, maiden plate, they go 1,000 meters. And what do these look like? Well, Ndaka looks like the right horse. Yogas Governor, they're in cracking form. And Ashton Aries had rode a winner for him on the weekend. I think this will go well. Joshua Hot Snake ran a very good first race and looks to improve, but goes on to the poly track. That might be difficult from a tricky draw. Got to get away and get into the race. A King's Return, I thought ran a cracking good first run and gets a 4-kilogram claimer, so that goes into all the plan. Might be a good each-way bet in a race like this. And Vegas Gold needed his last run. Looks like an improver. Marcus jumps aboard this one for the right stable. That's number 4 and expected to go well. Even Iron Bark and Nigella Express might be improvers with Shaken Not Stirred. So a really tricky maiden plate this. But the top one looks to be Endaka and maybe a King's Return for the each ways. Race 4, maiden plate, 1400 meters. I think this is much more cut and dried. I think it's an absolute 2-horse race. I like Cape Princess, but I don't like the jockey booking, because DeMello's ridden at his last 4 starts, and he's now on Lake Como for the Doug Campbell stable, which he rode last time. Is always an indication that that might be the right one, or he might have been booked earlier and said he'll ride it next time, and therefore had to get off Cape Princess. But I can tell you, he always rides Pat Lund's horses, and I would have thought this was the right horse, Cape Princess. So Lake Como got to be put into the play. Of the rest of them, Quizmaster, Marcus, Pace, and the blinkers definitely will make a difference. So this will probably go to the front and could be very difficult to peg back. Fiery Duke looks like an improver. Question mark over Polly. Race 5, maiden plate fillies and mares. Now, you get a race like this, 7 runners. There's 3 scratching, so there's 4 runners. And 3 of them have got chances. Maxine Dumont obviously looks like the right horse on form. Dunesque Whistle definitely got a chance, and then Millsy's Girl might just come and upset the apple cart, because that's the type of thing that happens in these races. Race 6, fillies and mares, 65, 1700 meters. And I'm going with Indigo Moon here. I think she's absolutely ready. I think she looks like a good each way chance. The stable's in good form. And Donovan Dillon gets on it and he rides very well for the stable. So it should go very well here, Indigo Moon. What are the rest of them? Rainbow Unicorns, third run, got a chance, big priced horse. Tombola gets a 4 kilogram claim. That's got to have a chance as well. Reckless Love, always there or thereabouts. Bell Jar, the same comment. Opening Shah got a chance with Warren Kennedy aboard it, but the find of the race would be the first reserve to the max. Drawn 1 gets Gamedia to ride it, and certainly goes very well on this track. And I think that with 1.5 claim to the max, huge runner. Race 7, Fillies and Mares. They go 1,400 meters. Well, I made this a 2-horse race, and there are a couple of others that are lurkers, but the two that I like, one Royal Kitty, I thought perfectly placed, got to go to the front, and top of the speed rating. Lots to like about this Royal Kitty. And the big outsider that I found is 7 Brunilda. This goes into all the play. She's got the right form, and she certainly looks like she comes into the right type of race. What are the rest of them? Hamza Grove, course, distance, jockey and draw last time when it won. That's quite interesting. Course, distance, jockey, draw. Everything. Forward was a draw, and has drawn 4. And I got a 4-point penalty, but won convincingly. Parties is rested, looks like an improver. And Kingsmead Crystal won a very good maiden. Boogie Shoes runs on from a bad draw, could find it running into the back end. Race 8. There's a merit rated 1,200 meters. I made a 5-cornered contest, very, very competitive. 7 was my first choice, Night Warrior. Gareth Wright gets aboard, has got to have a chance, runs on. 8, Bedazzled Joker. This is the find of the race. Muzi Yeni aboard it. I like the jockey booking, and he certainly goes well on this course. He's a course and distance specialist, and Muzi, I think, might be able to do the job. 1, What a Rider. Needed his last run, might improve enough to be able to come into the picture. 3, Life Goes On, won extremely well and gets a 4-point penalty and is arriving at Greyville, so take note of that. It has one on the track. And then number 5, Diedi, improved last run, course and distance suited. Race 9, 4-cornered contest, merit rated 66, 1,200 meters, and I'm going with 1, Leslie's Path to Fame. Course and distance 3 times, good form. Billy Jacobson gets a big opportunity here. He doesn't get many decent rides. This is a good one for Billy. Stanton Street, expect this one to go to the front. Billy could just hunt him down on Leslie's Path to Fame. Quest for the Best, course and distance, approved good last. And 3, Movie Magic, look for improvement. With Samuel Salt, won a good maiden. They could be the improvers. Marcus rides Stingray, so you can never ignore it, but I couldn't put it into my calculations. So, 9-race program, very difficult. Should be fun though. And from me, James Goodman, and the Interbet team, remember, get on the Interbet live games. You can have a lot of fun there. And we start off with an early start at 12 o'clock.